Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So I'm doing a New Balance and I'm hoping that it turns out great because I believe that this shoe is going to need lots and lots of taping up. We'll see the reference image that I'm working with somewhere on the screen right now. So I'm gonna need to tape these areas and take out the lace. All that you guys will see it throughout the entire video. Also, if you guys want to see the progress of how these were done, you can check out the previous video. So without any further delays, let's hop straight into the video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sand all of the areas that I'm going to work with. The same thing that I did in all of the previous videos. So what I'm doing now is cutting fresh pieces of fine grit sandpaper so that I can sand the areas that I'm going to work with. So a small piece like this will be sufficient for all of this pile that's right here. And if it gets soft or if it loses grit, I will just cut another piece. So this material is quite different from the Air Force One. I just hope that the paint can actually stick to it. Because of the material, I'm not sure if the paint will 100% stick to it, but I do hope so. Because it's not the same material as the Air Force One, but it's kind of similar. So I don't believe that the paint on this kind of material would be a problem. However, if it were like the material that the sole is made from, that soft material right there, I think it would be somewhat of an issue. So what I'm doing is sanding everything, including this letter right here, because I'm going to paint over it, so I have to sand it as well. This side is done, and this number right here. Now this is the shoe when it's finished with the acetone. The acetone actually took off the number that was on here. So the acetone is quite strong and can take off almost any factory finish that is on the shoe. I also rubbed it here. So now I believe that I can paint on this with no problem. I actually bought this a long time ago. It's primer. So what I'm going to do is just spray it right here where this plastic looking thing is, because I'm not sure if the paint will bond with it. So hopefully what I plan to do is spray this here and it will actually hold the paint whenever I'm going to do it. Alright, so I'm going to use, I'm thinking of using pale yellow, but I'm going to use actual yellow instead. I'm thinking, you know what? I'll try a pale yellow first because I can always paint over it back in a stronger yellow if it's too pale. After that, I'll go a little bit darker to add the fluid design on it. That's on the mock-up that I did. So now I am done with the first coat of the pale yellow paint. I was about to say pale blue yellow paint. That's crazy. Anyways, now I'm going to go in with the second coat. Okay, so now that I have the shoe all done, what I'm going to do is go in with yellow, and maybe I'll add just a small amount of black on it so that it's obviously darker than this, so I can go in with the design. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about right now. Alright, so I'm not going to use this. It's no longer good. It's a bit too thick in the inside of the bottle. The viscosity is no good. So now I'm going to use this one. The only issue that I have with this is that it's flat black, and while this one is just normal black, this one makes it a bit dull. So now I'm just going to mix this and then apply it to the shoe. Alright, so I'm not going to use this because now it looks greenish. Not what I was looking for, so I am not going to use it. So what I'm going to do now is mix the yellow with some orange or brown. I'm going to use what little is left in this. Alright, so this is it now. I think it's a little bit better than before. So I made a little mistake here. Instead of mixing the orange, I should have just went straight in with the yellow. I'm not sure if it's that obvious, but to me right now where I'm sitting it is. So this is just yellow on the pale yellow, and this is the yellow with the with a little bit of orange in it right there. this is how it actually looks without all those lights. And it was better if I actually just used the yellow paint on it instead of mixing it with the orange, because now this part has to stay as is with the orange that's on the side right there, unfortunately. Alright, so this is it now. In real life, this is extremely pale. Anyways, it's not bright, so from a distance you won't be able to see it, but this is it right now. I am actually done with it and I am somewhat pleased with the outcome. This took me a lot of time. So what I'm going to do now is tape it up and then put the gradient from black to green to green, then black in the middle again, and green right here. But before I do that, I have to spray the primer right here. Now I'm going to mix the paint, then I'm going to put it right here. You guys will see the process. So this is the shoe after 2 coats of the black paint and the green paint on it. So I'm going to go in with the light green right here and around here, and then I'll just take off the tape after I'm done. After that, I'm going to hop on to the laptop and then cut out the desired stencil that I need to put on the shoe afterwards. Since I'm done now with the base color, what I'm going to do now is measure how long or where I want the words to be, and then use the machine to cut them out. What I'm not going to do right now is take off the tape because I need it. Because instead of taking it off and needing to put new ones on, that's going to take a lot of time. So what I'm going to do is cut out what I need to cut out and then just paste them on it, cover up the remaining portion, and then rinse and repeat for each of them. So in total I need about 6 of them per shoe. So the leaf, the number, the word ST, the phrase here, the name for the back, I'm forgetting something. I wonder. Maybe I'll put it up here instead. Yeah, maybe I'll put it where the tongue of the shoe is. It's the name of the person who's going to get the shoe. Because I just recall that I should put a number right here instead. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to mix these two gold paints and put it on this. I did this off camera because it was a lengthy process and I had to do it quickly. This is how it looks now. As I said, I might do some touch-ups later on. For example, like these parts that's spread out all over the place, I might just give it some touch-ups later on. Now I'm going to add the maple leaf on it. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a light red or a pink as the base coat for the maple leaf before I add the red that I want to it. That right over there is one pair of the shoe all done. This was the base coat and I just sprayed one coat of the red paint on it, and that's how it looks now. And this is the other one. Maybe if I want to be extra, I'll just add one more coat to it after it's fully dried. Now this is the shoe after the second coat. I'm going to take it off and show you guys the result. As I said before, I kind of have an issue with this. Right here to right here is good. It's just that I think it's because I only add one coat of the... It's not one, actually. If I recall correctly, I made a small base coat of the black, then let it dry for a couple seconds or minutes. But as I said, it's kind of stripping. If I don't want to do it, but if I do that, like what I'm doing here, right here, it's gonna peel ish. Anyways, maybe it's because it's the flat black and not the normal black, because as you can see, the light is shining on here and it's kind of glassing, but here it's just dead. This is the shoe right now. What I'm going to do is take off the tape. I have to clean up all of these things right here. I have a few more things to put on it, then that will be it for this shoe. I'm going to add some acrylic finisher on it before I do anything else. This one, the Angelus matte finish, or maybe the 600 acrylic finisher. The last time that I used this on the Clarks, it gave me this unpleasant look. You guys can check it out on the YouTube short that I made about it. Hopefully it doesn't give me that, because maybe it was due to the fact that I didn't shake it up. I shook it off camera, so hopefully it doesn't give me that unpleasant look again. And even before I spray it on, I'll just try it on a small area to see how it looks. I just got these pieces cut, the 3 and the 0. I'm going to put them right here. The 3 will be here and the 0 will be on the other one. And I am going to put his name right here. So I have to acetone and sand this area and then put it on. Now that I have all these blocked in with the flat lock, what I'm going to do next is add the numbers to it and then paint them gold. So I just took off the lettering off of it with acetone and I sanded it just now. There wasn't much on it to sand anyways, so now I'm going to put Dale Elliott right here. So Dale right here and Elliott on this one. So this is how the name looks on the top part of the shoe, or right here, the tongue. And I'll put Dave right here. Ah, damn it. Did I just say Dave? Dale right here. So what I just did is add the pale yellow to it because I need some background color. Because adding the gold paint right on the white would take a tremendous amount of time, so that's why I just add the pale yellow on it. So what I'm going to do now is add back the gold paint on them. They need a little touch up because as you can see there's some amount of gold that's around the edge, so that needs to be cleaned. So this is it all laced up and everything. Well, the right foot, however. I was thinking of putting the word sprinter here, but I changed my mind because I don't believe, or I personally don't know if he would want it there. Not saying that it's just a movie, but probably it's a monumental time in his life or something that he would cherish. But I just didn't put it there. Instead, I put his tour, the years that he toured in Canada, because Canada was the first place that he started basically stand-up comedy. And the shoe is Jamaica themed. The 0 right here corresponds with the 3 right here, which would be how old he turns this year. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Share the video to a friend to share the video to a friend to share the video to a friend. Also, as I said, like and subscribe. So right now what I'm doing is packing up the shoe in the box so that I can send it off to the customer. I just had a little hard time arranging the shoe in the box. However, if you guys like to see more of these videos, please comment and tell me what or which shows I should do next. As always, I'm out.